Hey everybody, I'm Arglefump. I'm hoping my internet doesn't cut out on me as I'm live streaming Penelope Pendrick and the Art of Deceit. So the demo for this game dropped, I think, last week. It's in the style of the Nancy Drew series, cool mystery adventure puzzle game, and the creator of the game, Julia, asked me to play the game, show off what it looks like. It definitely looks like Nancy Drew right now, as we've got classic detective, our seasoned investigator. I'll try the easy mode. The easy mode. It comes with a checklist and in-game notes. I do kind of like how it's like, oh, you can write down notes. We're not going to give you a pencil and paper, but you can write down notes. Do I want to go through a tutorial? Sure, let's go through it. Okay, so we've got the arrow cursors, up, down, left, right. Ooh, we can spin. I like that. Step backwards, turn around, turn around. There's a thing there that can be found. Okay, so grab things with your hand. Ooh, okay, so that means inventory item needed. If you've got a cheeseburger in your hand, that means you add an item to the inventory. And if you've got the bubble here, that means you can talk to somebody. Step backwards also means close something or put it away. Cool. This is a work of fiction, okay? This is not a real thing. This is just a video game. So, demo. Penelope Pendrick is a writer by trade. She somehow found herself faced with the suspicious death of her elderly neighbor. As the sole individual to question the story, Penelope had to step into the role of investigator to prove that all was not as it seemed. After getting an ear piercing, she found the truth about Mrs. Jenkins's death. Penelope decided her adventure was something worth writing about. Yesterday, she received a phone call from a small police force impressed by her publication and desperate for her help. They were so impressed, they said, "Wow, your writing is great. I love your use of adjectives." And today, she is flying out to Connecticut to embark on her first official case. Woo! All right. Wish I got, like, hired to solve mysteries in Connecticut because they liked my joke books. Alright, here we are. This must be my hotel room. Item needed. Ooh, I do kind of like this fancy old clock. Okay, so room 101, that's my key. Obviously, I pick up my key and use it on the door, and now I can go inside. Awesome. Well, that must be my luggage. Yep, that's my luggage. Man, everybody packs much better luggage than I do. I just kind of throw everything into the suitcase. And, you know, as long as like 20% of the suitcase is still open, I don't really feel the need to like fold and sort my clothes because I'm lazy like that.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Pendrick. This is Sergeant Russell. I'm going to be your contact down at the Carlisle Police Department during your stay here. Glad to see you had no problem finding your accommodation, and I hope you've had some time to get acquainted with the place.
I just showed up. It's been like 3 minutes, okay?
If I couldn't find my room, that would make for a bad first impression of my detective skills.
You're not wrong. The last thing we need right now is another person who can't find what they are looking for. To put it mildly, the past week has been overwhelming. 3 people gone missing, one right after the other. Only a couple days in between each. Our entire department is 3 people, for crying out loud. We're not equipped to handle something like this. What we're equipped for is either graffiti related or has to deal with noise ordinance.
3 people in a week? All in this little town?
We've never seen anything like it. The worst part is that there's so many unknowns. Our gut is telling us that these disappearances are connected. You'd think they have to be, right? But try explaining that to the county chief. Without concrete proof, he just sees this all as a whole lot of coincidence, and potentially not even a crime. We're getting no outside help with this, no matter how much we beg.
Ah, okay. Well, that answers why you brought me up here. rather than literally any cop in the state. That one was the real mystery.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, they say. No offense.
None taken, trust me.
Officer Vasquez was the one to read your publication. He relayed it to me afterwards, and we all agreed that you seemed to have some pretty solid intuition. It was his idea to reach out. Anyway, let's get down to business. I'll be sending you some documents that we...
Huh?
Unauthorized call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
Seriously, this hotel charges you lots of money if you're trying to call for longer than a minute? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So 3 people have disappeared, and they've only got 3 people on the police force. So, like, even if every police officer is taking care of one person, they're still pretty overwhelmed. Instead of calling in the 3 Stooges to solve the mystery, they called in me. Fantastic. Alright, give me a moment here. Fixing the audio. Got a comment saying the audio was a little low. Hopefully it sounds good now. Pablo's Pizza. Oh yeah. Oh, whoa. Large pizza for $5.99. That's a deal. That is a steal. I love it. I don't know. It looks like it's got extra thick crust though. Maybe that's why it's a steal. I don't know. Can I call the pizza place?
Unauthorized call time extended.
Come on.
Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
I want pizza. I wanted the pizza. I wanted the pizza, and I do not have the pizza. My life is just sad.
I need something for this.
I need a TV remote.
I need something for this.
Looks like, yeah, I definitely need a TV remote. And is this a hi-fi stereo? Okay, this place doesn't have Blu-ray. Maybe this game takes place in the 70s. Like, we've got the old 70s refrigerator and a typewriter. Or is that typewriter? Let's check out this typewriter. Yeah, here are the notes. Okay, so that's a phone number. Alright, yeah, you know. This is bathroom. Rachel's asking about these games. I believe this is the first game in the series, and this is just the demo. So the finished version of the game is going to come out later this year is when they're hoping. It's the same person that did the really fancy version of Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower, which I believe I also live streamed. That was really cool looking. I really did like it. She's also, like, working on the art for Amelia Darnell, I believe.
Weird.
So, yeah. That's all I know. That's all I know. I don't know this person's autobiography. I did not read, like, the crime dossier. So this looks like...
I need something for this.
I could probably... Okay, I can turn it off. I don't need to turn it on. I do like how it's Dawn soap instead of Dawn soap. That's cute. Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear that, but I think I just woke up the teenager. Oh, I shouldn't be talking so loudly. Oh, dear. This... Oh, okay, this is a stove. Alright. I know how stoves work. I can cook some mac and cheese because I won't be having any pizza today. Oh, well. Yeah, this does look fancy. Okay, so I think that's everything for my, little hotel room here. I do have the TV remote, right? I guess I can use that.
I need something for this.
I need a different channel. I'm guessing this is probably like the first Nancy Drew game, where all you can do is use the play an old tape. All right, papers rustling. Ooh, I bet there's another person here. Might be another guest. Ooh.
Hello?
Hello, wrestler.
Do you have a second?
We're gonna be talking through a door.
Fine. What? Who even are you? Actually, you know what? Don't tell me. You've already wasted enough of my time.
Hi. Nice to meet you too.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
I just moved into the room next door,
My condolences to both me and you.
and I was kicked off the landline. It's asking for some kind of pin to activate it again.
If I tell you how that thing works, can we agree that this door is now permanently off limits?
No. I want to be your new best friend. Come on.
Unfortunately, I can't really promise that.
Whatever. Then let's not drag this out. The phone code is 9, followed by your room number.
Oh, see, was that really so hard?
Hey now, don't try to fight me at my own game. You don't have the face for it.
Hey, I never caught your name.
Did I drop it?
That
Huh.
exchange really brightened up my day.
Okay, so we've got the champion of sarcasm right there. I guess we'll be fighting. And champion of sarcasm loves playing with papers. All right. What kind of papers she's dealing with? Okay, so 9101 would be the
Unauthorized
phone number.
call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line. Caller authorized.
Woohoo! Okay, so yes, we can call for pizza. Totally doing it. Oh, I guess I have to dial it manually.
Now isn't the best time.
What do you mean? It's always a great time for pizza. Oh, come on, Penelope. You're breaking my heart here. Yeah, this definitely looks like one of those old rotary phones. There we go. Let's call Sergeant Russell back. Sergeant
Carlisle Police
Russell,
Department.
time for you to
Sergeant
hustle.
Russell speaking.
Hi, Sergeant. It's Penelope again.
Penelope! We got a guy here who bet you were already hightailing it back to Virginia. Zimmerman, you owe me 20.
Not quite yet, although I'll probably end up questioning that decision. Sorry about that, by the way. Getting cut off like that. The landline here is a little funky.
You're back, and that's all that matters. Now, what had I been saying?
Documents, right? I guess I could say you were saying I was awesome and you loved me and I'm the best detective ever, but I don't want to set high expectations.
Something about documents, I think?
Yes, right. Missing person reports we have filled out for the individuals. I'll be sending you some copies soon, so look out for that.
These 3 people that went missing, what can you tell me about them?
The first call we received concerned a Mr. Gerald Cooke. He's an older gentleman, late 60s, who owns a bookstore on Main Street. The second, more concerning call was from Mrs. Eileen Davies, in reference to her son, Terrence. The boy had apparently not come home after school that day. He's only 15, which has really started to raise some red flags. Then, only 2 days after that, a third person was called in. The caller couldn't provide a name for the woman, only said that she's been coming to a specific diner for breakfast at 9 a.m. sharp every single day for years. This was the 3rd day in a row she hadn't shown in the caller character.
Oh man, alright. So we've got 3 different mysteries to solve. Let's learn about the diner woman.
Can you tell me more about the diner woman?
Yes, Jane Dell. I went up to call her Victim X. I thought it was catchy. But you know, protocol. She's our shakiest case by far. Called in missing by a waitress just because she decided not to get breakfast at the Sunrise Diner for a couple mornings? No wonder the chief won't give us the time of day.
But the waitress thought she had good enough reason to notify the police. So there must be something to it.
It's true that she's genuinely concerned. Said that the very few times Jane didn't show over the past couple years, she leave little notes on napkins with the tip the day before. Not this time.
That's strange.
Notes? She didn't just tell them?
The waitress describes Jane as an incredibly quiet, solitary woman. Said when Jane first started eating there, she thought Jane was deaf, but no, just quiet.
Well, if she was really that reclusive, that would explain why nobody knows anything about her.
There's our problem. Jane would only speak to order and say pleases and thank yous. She didn't sit around chatting up the help for hours.
If she wasn't there to hang out with the waitresses, what did she do every single morning?
Read books, lots of them. And not just the type with shirtless cowboys on the cover, but books with real substance, textbooks even, and all subjects, especially history. The waitresses said that Jane would set up every day in the same booth, take a few books out of her bag, and read and take notes while she ate.
Interesting. I wonder if doing this was work-related or a hobby.
Alright.
What did you investigate, and who did you interview in regards to Jane?
What can we investigate? No one knows her name, address, place of work, family, acquaintances. We examined her favorite booth at the diner and interviewed everyone who works there. All we know is that she's been coming there for roughly 3 years, is quiet, reads a lot, and has tried everything on the menu.
None of the workers said she was acting differently the last day she was seen?
No one was paying enough attention to remember. But one of the waitresses did hold on to what's currently our shred of evidence, a napkin with some chicken scratch. She was planning to return it to Jane the next day, but you know how that story ends.
Okay, well, that's not exactly a lot to go on. Maybe the library knows who Jane is?
Did she frequent any other locations besides the diner?
My only guess would be a library. Owning all those books would cost an arm and a leg. Thing is, Carlisle doesn't have its own library, and there are too many to count in neighboring towns.
Wow, this is like trying to track down a ghost.
You're telling me. All I can say is keep an eye open while you're investigating the other two. That's the best we can do right now. I'll send the napkin along with the other documents.
Yeah, that's kind of sounding like a dead end. Oh well. Let's talk about Gerald.
Can you tell me more about Gerald Cooke?
Never met the man personally, but I had heard his name prior to all this. His bookstore, Novel Books, is a bit of a hub in this part of town. The place is practically a rec center for the entire population of Carlisle over the age of 65. In fact, it was one of those old timers that made the call at the crack of dawn to tell us that Gerald had to open up shop as usual and was nowhere to be found.
Okay, so bookstore, and then Jane loves books. Like maybe somebody at the bookstore will be able to help us identify Jane.
I take it Gerald is normally very punctual?
Doesn't sound like the type to take spontaneous sick days, if that's what you mean. If interviewing the regulars told us one thing, it's that Gerald has never pulled a stunt like this in all his days of working there. That day we went out and interviewed maybe 20 or so people, and Vasquez canvassed the place once we got inside. Nothing. The place was pristine. Cash register locked. Interviewees all giving the same story.
Yeah, so it's like he didn't open up his bookstore at 5, and there was a crowd of 40 people outside screaming, "We want books! We want books!"
And what story was that?
Anyone who had seen him the day before said it was a perfectly ordinary day. Gerald had been his chipper old self, and he locked up the store as usual at 7 p.m.
Did anyone witness him at all between 7 p.m. and opening the next day?
Not a soul. We even talked to the guy who seemed like Gerald's right-hand man in running the store. He even had a key. Mitchell Hart, I think his name was. For someone who knew our victim well, he didn't have anything helpful to add. Say he didn't have a clue where Gerald normally goes after closing, besides home. He also took us to Gerald's apartment, right above the store. But when we knocked, there was no answer.
I wonder if anyone else has a key besides this Mitchell guy. Maybe Gerald was mugged and someone pickpocketed him.
It'd be right out of the ne'er-do-well's playbook. Mug an old guy in an alley, steal his keys, rob his place, then lock up on the way out. That's why right now, our first priority is to get into that cash register. If money is missing, that'll simplify everything and give us a little direction, for Gerald's case at least. The address of Gerald's bookstore is 225 Main Street. Go take a look around for yourself.
Yeah, I think we can solve a puzzle, figure out how to get inside the locked cash bin. So what about Terrence, our last missing person?
Can you tell me more about Terrence Davies?
Terrence just turned 15 a few months ago. If he was any younger, all the cops in the county would be swarming around this case like flies to rotten lunch meat. He's right at the age where the chief can shrug his disappearance off as a rebellious kid doing rebellious kid things.
Does Terrence have any history of running away or causing trouble?
Not according to his mother, at least not according to what we could piece together through the tears. Either way, we suspect she views her son through some rose-colored glasses, because interviews from fellow students and teachers at his high school painted a slightly different picture of him.
Uh-oh. His teachers are like, I don't know. He is definitely the kind of guy who's gonna run away from home.
Does he get into trouble at school?
It sounds like he's mellowed out some now that he started high school. He owed quite the impressive record for previous years, but his current teachers just described him as some disruptive class clown type, not some menace to society.
What exactly has he done?
You name it. He had a rebellious streak in middle school according to the school documents, suspended multiple times, never hurt anyone or anything like that, but played hooky a lot. Pulled the fire alarm once and also called a fake bomb threat in as a joke in the 7th grade.
Okay, then. I can kinda see where the chief is coming from.
But even if Terrence is just falling back into old habits, we still need to track him down for his mother's sanity. And by extension, ours.
Alright, so, I mean, just because he likes playing pranks and is disruptive, typical middle school boy, that doesn't mean he'd, run away.
Well, when and where was Terrence last seen?
Teachers, classmates, and friends all said he left school at 3 p.m. with the rest of the kids. He told his friends he was going hiking, which they said was a regular thing he'd do. No one has heard from him since.
Ooh, that kind of makes it sound like he was hurt while he was hiking and he broke his leg and needs help.
Did anyone say where he normally hikes?
No, there are hundreds of trails around this area, not to mention the woods and cliffs. He could have gone anywhere that day.
Oh no. Hope he didn't fall off a cliff.
What's his family life like?
It's just him and Mrs. Davies. No siblings, no father in the picture. Explains why she's so attached.
Could you tell if there was any strain in their relationship?
Who knows? From the sound of it, they spend more time together than an average mother and teenage son duo. But you can't see under the surface. We'll get you in contact with Mrs. Davies. Once she calms down a bit, I'm sure she'll give us more to work with. Not sure how much luck you'll have with her, but feel free to give her a call. Phone number is 203-555-0927. So, Penelope, now that you know more about what we're dealing with here, what's going on through your head?
I don't know. They might be related. You know what? Let's just solve each mystery on its own. But yeah, let's say they're all related.
I think the disappearances are related. In a town this small, with barely any history of crime, it just seems too unusual to just be coincidence. Even if we don't see any links between the victims yet, once we dig deeper, I'm fairly certain we will.
Interesting hypothesis. We'll see if it holds up. But first things first, keep an eye out for those reports we'll be sending.
Thanks, Sergeant. I guess it's time for me to get out there and start playing detective.
Good luck. Call us anytime. And thanks again for coming up here. Having a new nose around to sniff out leads might be exactly what we need.
Yeah, I wonder if Terrence was like, oh no, my girlfriend broke up with me, oh no, and then ran away to be with his best friend so they could cry together about how they don't have girlfriends, and then he broke his car on the way out. Oh. So I'm gonna assume all these other doors are locked, but I'll try them anyway. I'll use my TV remote on the door. This must be like some sort of like hotel or something. It is a small town. They probably only have like the one. Well, I guess we can go upstairs. Wow, we can definitely go upstairs and bug people. What's this? Oh man, that is broken. Oh, jeez. Somebody destroyed those stairs. Maybe somebody was kidnapped. Yeah, maybe it's one of our kidnapping victims. I don't know why I'm checking every single door. I'm sure they're like empty besides for the one room that we checked out earlier with the Queen of Sarcasm. I'm reading that correctly. It's just the middle of the day, I suppose. Probably the breakfast diner might be closing. I don't know if they're still going to be open. Whoa. This looks unique. That's definitely unique. Did somebody punch a hole through a wall and throw in some wires? That looks like a puzzle. Could be. Could be a puzzle. We'll see. We'll find out. Alrighty, so we're gonna go outside. Oh, we got a computer, one of those old boxy computers, though. Doesn't look like I can go left or right from here. Yeah. Alright, here I am. I'm outside. Okay, so I step outside, and it looks like I can go... I'm already at the Rosewood Apartments, I assume, so let's go to Novel Books. I'm guessing, like, this is because it's the demo and not the full game. That's the reason why we can only go to this spot.
Hey! You! Excuse me! Miss, I think you might have the wrong address.
Thanks for your concern. But no, this is...
Sorry, let me rephrase. Bookstores, generally speaking, are for those who can read.
What?
The front door. There is a sign that states in perfect English that this store is closed.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, what are you doing inside there? I mean, I definitely have permission.
I know. I actually have special permission to be here.
Special permission, huh? Is that what the kids call trespassing these days?
I've been sent by the police concerning the disappearance of Gerald Cooke. My name is Penelope Pendrick. And you are?
I apologize for doubting your ethics and literacy. The name's Mitchell. Under usual circumstances, I helped Gerald run Novel Books, but now... I'm useless.
Mitchell Hart. The sergeant mentioned you to me.
Alright. So, somebody commented that this is just like the Alexei Markovic guy from Nancy Drew, number 25, Alibi in Ashes. Yeah, mean store owner. It's like, oh, from the way you barged in past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gate crasher. So you are the one with the key to the store, right? You've got the only key?
You have a key to the store, correct? Logically, that would make you a prime suspect.
Listen here, girl. No, that's fair. If I were in your shoes, I'd be thinking the same thing.
Can you describe to me the last time you saw Gerald that day?
Like I told the cops, it was a completely normal day. I was sitting here for an hour or so before closing time, and then at 7 o'clock to help corral any stragglers out of the store. I said goodnight to Gerald, who was doing the usual nightly organizing and pencil pushing, and headed home.
So he wasn't acting unusually in any way?
Not at all. Albeit the store was having a busy streak, which kept Gerald pretty occupied. So no downtime to shoot the breeze.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
Alright, so extra busy. Can we look around?
Would it be okay if I took a look around?
Go right ahead. The cop here only did a quick walkthrough. Didn't seem very thorough.
I wonder which cop that was. Can't be our buddy who we talked to on the phone. Probably the guy who spent like made a $20 bet that I would be running away already. Yeah, that cop seemed kind of like a loser. Definitely lost the bet. Ooh, Cervantes Don Quixote. So this is, I mean, this is a famous book about a guy who attacks windmills and other stuff. Looks like it's an old library copy, though. Alright. Maybe this is a clue, I suppose. Maybe. Let's see more bookshelves. I do like these books. Encyclopedia of Gardening. Basics about gardening. Sprinklers are a popular way to keep plants hydrated. Whoa, check out zones. This definitely looks like a puzzle. But that's also a zones, how planting zones work in real life. This is like 10 zones. Where's zone number 1, though? Huh. I've seen like seed packets that like only have 4 zones. Maybe that's just the case here in Oregon on the West Coast for me. where they're like, they don't need to break up the East Coast into 10 zones. It's like, yeah. I do like how we've got so many different shelves here. That's really neat. Different books, too. And you can kind of see, like, hey, this book stands out. This is probably a book we can pick up. This is Carlisle, and whoa. For more history, we can call this guy. According to sources, a family offered their home to Escher. So who's this guy? MC Escher, the famous artist guy? Okay. Yeah, I've heard of him before. Complete guide to shoemaking. I don't know if this is a puzzle or not. It definitely is feeling like a Nancy Drew game, yeah. All these different books. Okay, I think I've checked out the entire little library area here. Yeah, that's neat. I mean, like, I've definitely seen video games where every shelf on the bookshelf is exactly the same, and this is cooler. This is another famous book, The Divine Comedy by Dante. It was originally an Italian poem, which I have not read. Here we go. Here's another book. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I've read that book. Did a review for it on my other YouTube channel, Arglefump Reads, where I just read books. And didn't like this book. It's like Pride and Prejudice, so it's a 3-part book, and then part 2 is the good one. Like, part 2 is the one you want to read. Part 3 was just like, I don't understand how that was connected to anything. It seemed like a bit out there. So in part 3, what happens is Jane's like, I hate this place. I don't like it anymore. So she just gets like her 200 pounds and she grabs a taxi and says, take me as far away as you can. And now she's just living in the middle of nowhere with no money. And part 1 was the picture on the cover where she was like a little child growing up. Oh, there's Pride and Prejudice. What do you know? Hound of the Baskervilles. That's a mystery book. This looks like a chess puzzle, so clearly somebody was playing chess. Maybe that's what the old people are doing here. So, David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, right? I haven't read that book. On the Origins of Species by Charles Darwin. I haven't read this book either. I do remember when I worked at the Stanford Bookstore, somebody like trying to buy this and spending like, oh no, some ridiculous amount for that book. It was like $50, and I said, you know, you could get that book for free online, like whenever you want. And they're like, yeah, I'm paying the $50. Ooh, I know this poem. This is a great poem. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. That's cool. Yeah. I like Edgar Allan Poe. Recently spent like 2 weeks doing annotations for a book called The Mysteries of Edgar Allan Poe. That took forever. The dude loves like quoting plays and you know, French quotations as well. So this looks like this could be a puzzle, maybe. I don't know. Seems like a funny little story. Botanical glossary. Oh man, if we've got like, see, these have zones on the bottoms. This probably matches with the previous book. Oh man, yeah, college textbooks. Somebody's saying it's like my most expensive college book was $350. The professor says it's required, and then almost never uses the book. Oh man, have you ever gotten one of the professors? I had one of them where like the book was the book that he wrote, and it's like $200, and he barely used it. It's basically, you only require all your students to buy it so you can get the money. Greetings from Alabama. Greetings from Vermont. Greetings Greetings from Colorado. Greetings from Juarez, Mexico. Seems kind of unfair that you can buy postcards for places. Nobody knows how to... Oh, I bet it's the key, right? Yeah, we need some sort of key to probably open it. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Is this a puzzle? Do we need to get a screwdriver? Like, I can't think of any other reason why we would turn this upside down. What was that, a tax button? Tax plus, tax minus. I wonder how that works. Yeah, that's cool. Like, that should make it, like, way easier. Oh, we're gonna steal this guy's money. We love you, Grandpa. Aw, that's so cute. Alright, fancy earrings. Alright, can I steal anything else from his wallet? Espresso Express. Ooh, we've got this. And then, oh man, this is definitely a puzzle. Right, 3rd from top, 6, 7, 8 from left. Egoza de moza. Don't forget. And then a death book. So that's clearly from the layout of the store, right? So let's see. That door is, I don't know, a bathroom maybe. So I'm already forgetting. Okay, so it was this. No, not here. So 3rd from top, this shelf. 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 7, 8 from left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Oh man. Oh, and I have
It's stuck.
Oh.
It's stuck.
I can't even guess at what the combination is because I have no idea. All right. So we found the one. We've got a hidden passageway there, and then the other thing, the Eguza Meduza, I have no idea what that is. So let's go back and take another look. It's got to be here. No, not you. Yeah, so that was the one we saw. And then Eguza, like if that's there, so this has got to be like in the middle, right? But there is nothing in the middle, is there? Yeah, so if that's there, then it's sort of where I'm standing right now. Only not. And then this looks like a puzzle. Hey, your move, Jake. P.S. You forgot your glasses, Yeah, I don't see anything here. Like, maybe it's the back of this shelf, but I don't think it is. I don't see anything here that's, like, death-related, right? That's just the short stories book. Alright. I think that's everything we can do here for now. Let's talk to our buddy. Oh, I bet, like, this is the notes, right? Wow, lots of notes. Nice to know I'll have 100 eyes watching me every night. Those eye patterns are really weird, bolted to the wall. Apparently to use the phone, I need some kind of code. Mitchell spends a lot of time. According to the book on Connecticut, MC Escher spent time here. And somebody wanted to call. Oh, hey, we could cross things off of our checklist.
That's not done yet.
Oh, I'm not done with the apartment building.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
All right, well, let's talk to this guy.
Any news?
Nothing yet.
Hey, I found those hidden books, though. Like, that feels like something that's worth mentioning.
Do you have a key to the cash register?
So that's how you detectives get paid, huh? But no, I don't. Sorry.
I'm not trying to rob the register, sir.
The day Gerald went missing, what did you do that evening after you went home at 7 p.m.?
Probably thawed some frozen dinner and watched TV. The new episode of Crypt Diggers would have been on at 8, and then I normally go to bed at 11.
Wow, you stay up way later than me. Yeesh.
What do you usually do to help Gerald run the store?
Sit in this corner all day? Not even kidding. If a customer has a question on where to find something, I locate it for them on the shelves. I also give suggestions of good reads based on what kind of genres they're looking for. Classics, thrillers, historical fictions, how-tos, you name it.
Do you have a job besides this? It sounds like you spend a lot of time here.
Technically speaking, I work in an insurance agency, but the past few months they've been cutting my hours. I used to spend time here to relax after work, but when my job situation started to go downhill, Gerald offered to take me on as a part-time employee.
That's really nice.
Wow, that's really generous of him.
Gerald's just a genuinely good-hearted person, who are unfortunately becoming a dying breed.
You mentioned the store being busy the day Gerald disappeared. Abnormally busy?
You'd be surprised how much traffic this place gets. A day like that happens at least twice a week.
Well, I bet there are plenty of people who already miss coming here.
The regulars I run into in town all ask if there's any news on Gerald's whereabouts, and then follow up with some complaint about how they have nowhere to go to escape their wives anymore. Standard old retired man reasoning.
Oh, okay. Well,
Has Gerald ever gone on a spontaneous vacation or trip?
The man is the antithesis of spontaneity. I've known him around 5 years, and he's never left the store out of the blue like this.
Thanks for talking.
Never a problem.
I mean, it kind of seemed like a problem at the start. Okay, well, he just gets paid to sit in a corner and do nothing all day, besides read. Like, this sounds like a dream job. Kind of wish we could ask him about the missing Jane Doe, though. He probably knows her. Yeah. So most of the people in this town, I mean, most of the people like going to the bookstore. Those old guys go to the bookstore to play chess and get away from their houses. Okay, so now maybe I can look around. Okay, so this is how I get a closer look at some of these areas here at the hotel. Got myself a straw from that can of soda. That's gross. I hope it's not used. It's actually pretty gross. Okay, what do we have here? Is this a folder?
Looks like no one is using this right now.
So it's mine. Oh, and look, there's a calendar. This is March 2016. That's what year it is. Okay, good to know. So that's room 203. Room 203, that's what the key is for. I'm totally stealing it. Kinda wish I could sneak around. Let's see, can I sneak around the backside of this? No. Oh, I can't hack the computer. I can't hack it. That's okay. And what's this door? That's a wall? That's weird. Room 203. Let's run upstairs and do it. Room 203. Got your key. Alright, what do we have here? Duct tape? Can I just steal it? This is definitely a puzzle. Alright, I'll take a picture of this with my phone. So this, latch-free toolbox takes security to the next levels. You need to set the tabs to the on position. To unlock, flip the tabs one at a time. So 1, 2, oh man. That seems super complicated. These are screws, that's a lot of them. How to remove rust. Okay, so water, dish soap, and gloves. Yeah, this looks that's definitely gotta be a puzzle. I know I've said that about like everything in this game, but that definitely feels like one. So now we have this puzzle to open up this. Alright, trying to look at the picture. Okay. It's probably just going back and forth. Like, number 1 was here on the side. So number 1 was the side with a thing in the corner. Like, see, this one's in the center, this one's in the corner. That's how we can tell the difference between the two of them, it looks like. So 1 was here. And then 2 was on a back. Here's 2. And then 3 was... Jeez, this is way too complicated. But 3 is when we're looking at this back, it's going to be on the left-hand side. So, 3. Hopefully I've got this right. And then when you're looking on top, it says 4 is going to be on this opposite side, front here. So what, 4? And then when we're looking at this thing from below, 5? I cannot solve this. To set your combination, write down your combination in the diagram. Like, this is a terrible diagram. Okay, so 1 is side, 2 is top, 3 side, 4 side, 5 side. Like, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna get this memorized. So this is clearly side 1. There's 1. 1 is easy enough. 2 is if I'm looking at this direction and it says top. So this is probably top there too. And then 3, if I'm looking at this direction, it's going to be on the left-hand side. So it's right here, that's 3. And then 4 is if I'm looking at it from above, it's got to be this opposite side. So 4. And then this would be, I don't know what side this is, upside down. It's got a line. It's probably here from the back. So this is 5, probably top. There aren't that many left. Okay, so then when I'm looking at it from the top, 6 was down here. It said 6. So 6. And then 7 if I'm looking at it from behind, this side. It's not letting me touch that one, so I've got it wrong. Okay, so there's only 2 left that I can touch. It's this one. That's one I can touch. And the other one I can touch is this. Okay, so 7 gonna be in the corner. Or is 8 gonna be in the corner? Let's see if 8 was this. This one's probably 8. So 7, 8.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, me neither. Oh no. Oh dear. Like, this is looking like an impossible puzzle. Okay. So 1, 2. I'm sure somebody who knows how to solve the puzzle is already telling me, watching this, and getting mad at me for not knowing what it is. Okay. It's like, just even the start. Let's take a look. Like number 1 here. So like does 1 mean... I guess 1 can't refer to this. It refers to the one on the side, right? It's like this is 1. And then from this side, 2 is top. Then back to this side. 3 is up left, so 3. Trying to move more quickly here. So 4 is top from this angle, so 4. And then 5 would be from here. If I'm looking down from this side, 5 is here, that's 5. Okay, that's easy enough. And then if I'm looking from the top again, 6 is here. Then I'm looking from this angle. 7 is here, but I've already used 7. So then I've got it wrong. So is this it that I'm looking at here? Can't be. 7, 8.
I don't think that's right.
Want me to try again? I'll try again. 1. Pretty sure that's correct. 1. And 2. 3 is left when if I'm looking at this direction. 3 is going to be left, and then 7's right. So that means that has to be 7. So 3 left. I'll try to look at whichever one I was thinking was right, because clearly I'm wrong. So this is the one I kept thinking was 7. Let's say that's not it. Let's say that's 4. And then from this angle, it's going to be 5. That one's pretty easy. And then here's the top, 5, and then 6 is going to be here, I think. And the one I keep mistaking for 7, like say that's 7. Right? And then the final one's got to be 8. So hopefully the final one does make sense as 8. It does.
I don't think that's right.
Oh! Do I have a clue on my notes? Questions. Notes. These are just notes.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
Haven't done any of these things. Okay. Guess I can go back to my room and give that one person a call. Okay. 5550927.
Terrence? Terrence, is that you?
I'm sorry. Mrs. Davies?
Oh, yes, this is she.
My name is Penelope Pendrick. I'm working with the Carlisle police to help find your son. Would you have a moment to answer a few questions?
Again? All right.
Can you please describe the entire day he went missing in detail? From morning to evening.
Let's see. I got up at 6:30 as usual and started making breakfast. Terrence sets his alarm for 7 and ate quickly after he got up. He had me sign a permission slip for some field trip, and then he gathered all his school supplies and left. As he was leaving, we argued about some stupid little thing. I think he had left his jacket on the floor. And that was the last time I saw him angry at me. I just keep playing that over and over in my head and hating myself for it. I left work at 5, and he was out when I arrived back, which isn't too abnormal, but when he wasn't home an hour later, I started calling around to his friends' moms. He wasn't over anyone else's house. Then it got dark, and he still wasn't home. That's when I called the police.
Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm sure it's not easy to think about.
Alright, so what's up with the field trip?
Now, you mentioned a field trip. Can you tell me more about that?
It was for his art class. A gallery that they were going to tour that day, not far from here.
Do you remember the name of the gallery?
Something pretentious. Bold decisions, bold and brash. I have the paper around here somewhere. That's right. Bold depictions. 3297 Ocala Street, Oakford, Connecticut.
Thank you. It could be a start.
If you say so.
Bold, cold, and slightly old. So, what about the hiking stuff? Did he tell you anything about that?
I heard that Terrence told his friends he was going hiking after school was out. Do you know of anywhere in particular he likes to go?
It could have been anywhere. That boy's practically explored the entire state.
Could he have gotten lost or hurt somewhere in the woods?
No! No, impossible. He was a Boy Scout for years, and he's even taken courses on outdoor survival. This kind of thing is what he lives for.
I have no doubt he's very competent, Mrs. Davies, but sometimes things can happen that are out of a person's control.
I said it's impossible. I know my son.
All right. I'm sorry I came off as implying otherwise. Did anyone mention anything else out of the ordinary that happened at school that day?
No. I don't think so. You know what? I need to go. I can't do this anymore. It's too much. Thinking about that day is too much.
Eileen? Are you there? Poor lady.
Oh, well, we're not going to get a whole lot of information out of her. She's very, very upset. Doesn't want to even think her son might have been attacked by, I don't know, an opossum.
Now isn't the best time.
Seriously, why do we have pizza on our list of people to call if we cannot actually get that pizza? Okay, so it looks like John is out of state, and I'm already forgetting who John is and why he's important, but I bet we'll figure it out as soon as we call him.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
What the wiggity
Please
wag?
check the number and dial again.
Okay, maybe they... Let me try it without pressing the 1 button first. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you don't put a 1 in the phone number. Okay, my mistake.
You've reached the phone of John Branham.
Hello.
I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important.
Oh.
So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Well, that's very inconvenient for me. Alright, let's call Sergeant Russell. Sounds good. Call him, see what's going on.
I went to Novel Books and met Mitchell Hart.
Great. What are your thoughts?
A quaint little store. Certainly doesn't look like a crime scene. As for Mitchell...
Yeah, he seemed kind of mean and angry and stuff. Did you see... I wish I could talk to him about that little puzzle, because I'm a little confused by that middle part of the puzzle, the middle part of the store.
I feel like there must be more he's not disclosing to us. I don't know, I just wonder if there's more to him than meets the eye.
Let me know if you find any solid context to back this up. But until then, I'm not ready to pass judgment based on a feeling.
Thanks for talking.
Keep doing what you're doing, Penelope.
It's more than a feeling, more than a feeling, more than I can hope for now. Alright, so, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's take a look at my task list here. So many notes, okay.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
Oh, jeez.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
Yeah, I need something to unstick the number dials. I wonder if that could be related to the stuff we saw, like the rust remover puzzle, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm, like, stuck on this one puzzle. Uh-oh. Give me a second. Somebody's... Oh, no. Somebody else is a little concerned about the audio. That generally happens when I'm live streaming. Like, some people, the audio is over... The game audio will be, like, overpowering them, and then other people, my voice audio will be overpowering. So, I am not an audio technician. Sorry. But it does look like we've got a bunch of new people here. So, thanks for joining. Got 17 people in the live stream audience right now. And maybe one of them knows how to solve this puzzle, because I don't. Let's see. So over here was maybe the puzzle? Like, this is how to remove rust. I feel like this is the puzzle to fix that shelf. Wow, like acid measurements. I need to measure the amount of acid in the rust first? That seems sorry. I mean, that seems sad. Okay. Well, hopefully my audio is sounding beautiful now. I mean, it's also probably the case, you know, like, maybe I bumped up against my microphone, headset microphone, and now nobody can hear anything. That happens sometimes, too. So this puzzle's just been impossible for me to solve. So you need to flip the tabs 1 through 8 in the correct order. This guy probably has tools, right? He's got tools in his toolbox, and I want those tools. So this is clearly number 1, like, clearly number 1 there. But then number 2 is from here on the side and at top. So number 2, I've got 1 and 2 figured out pretty much. Number 3 is if I'm looking from the back, but it's going to be the left-hand side here. So that's probably 3. And number 4 is if I'm looking from the top, this angle, and it says this side, this one. So it's probably not this, but this, 4. So number 5 is if if I'm looking from this angle directly, he labeled this as 5. Great. And then 6 is if I'm looking at this from on top, it's going to be here. It says 6 is there. So that's 6. And then the last 2, if I'm looking from this area, it says this is 7. So that's got to be 7. And then the last one, 8, is if I'm looking at it from this angle again, it says 8 is this side. 8 is this one.
I don't think that's right.
Damn it! It'd be nice if I could have, like, the picture on screen at the same time, because it feels like this is just me talking to myself while I'm looking at this picture I've taken with my phone. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to lock it, you set them to the off positions, 1 at a time at the correct order. Don't touch this or I'll eat your lunch. 1. It feels like I'm probably trying the same solution every time. Feeling. 2. So 3 is going to be on the left. 3. 4 is top. Maybe down here is 4. Maybe. 5 is also, like, no, 5 is 5. 6 is from this is 6. Maybe. And then from this side, 7. Meaning 8 has to be, if I'm looking at it from the top, no, 8 is from the 8 is this side.
I don't think that's right.
Like, I'm just completely befuzzled. No idea how I'm supposed to solve this puzzle then. Is this be extra careful. If I'm watching here, 1 is on the side. 2 is on the top from this angle. 3, going back over here, it says left here, so that means it's got to be this one, 3. And then 4 is, if I'm looking at it from the top, it's this side. So it's either got to be this one or that one. I think I've tried this one before, so let's say this is 4. And 5 is going to be on the top if I'm looking at it from this angle, so 5. And then 6 is, if I'm looking at it from the very top, this one, 6. And I'm going to flip around like this. It says 7's this side. I already did that. So 7.
I don't think that's right.
Poor Penelope. Poor Penelope. One last try, and then I'll just say I'm impossible to solve this one. 1. 2. 3. Okay, and the next is... How do I know which side is the top when I'm looking at it from this angle? Okay, so this one's here. Like, I guess this could be the top from the other top? That's probably it. Maybe I've got this top angle... Here, let me back away. Like, this top angle, it sort of looks the same from both angles, to be honest, from the top, right? Because if I swap that around, flip it 180 degrees, guess what? That looks the exact same. Rotated 180 degrees. So yeah, whereas like this side, this is clearly like left-hand side, and this is right-hand side, and you can tell because there's words there, and they've got different different positions. So that's probably it. Maybe that's what I'm messing around with. So let's say, let's try it. The side of 4 and 6 are not symmetrical. They are not. Somebody's disagreeing with me. Okay. So I've got identical. Yeah, so I need to figure out which one is which. So maybe I'll do it. I'll pretend, let's say 6 is the side with the words on it. And then try it again if 6 is not the side with words on it. How is that? Okay. Can't figure out any other better way to do it. Okay, so let's try number 1. And then flip here. Number 2 was on the top from this angle, so this is number 2. And number 3 is left top from this angle, so that means I flip this around. Number 3. Okay, so number 4. Now I said we're pretending 6 is the side with words on it, meaning 4 is going to be the side without words on it. So 4, 4. Then 5 is going to be the top here. And then 6, we said 6 was the side with words on it, so I'll pretend this is 6. Great. Now 7 is the top here. That's 7. It's taken from this angle. So that means 8 must be the last one that I haven't touched yet. If I can find it, it's got to be on the other side then.
That's
8.
it.
Yeah, that was it. We did it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Rachel for helping me out there.
Sorry, Joe.
Stealing your oil, Joe. That's how we get rid of rust. Woo! Yeah, that's the sort of it's the sort of fun adventure you get in live streams if I have not played the game before and have no idea how to solve the puzzles. Sometimes I get stuck, sometimes I get stuck.
That's not done yet.
I'm not finished with the apartment building.
That's not done yet.
I guess I could probably unstick the metal
That's
dials.
not done yet.
So let me go back to room 203. Grab these notes. So this is like multiple pages though. So I thought, like, there definitely was a room where we could grab, like, wasn't it my sink? I think it was the sink in my room specifically that I could use to get rust remover, to get like water and soap and stuff like that. But let's just try our WD-40 here and see if that works.
It's stuck. The can is missing something.
Oh, is it missing this little nozzle thing? Oh. Huh. Okay, so it's probably this symbol. Lets me take a look at it. Yeah, and it's missing this nozzle. So if I could take the thin straw... let me see. Maybe this is the button I use to use these two items on each other. Like, here we go. This might be it. So then I grab the straw here and I use it on the can. And now I've got a lubricant with straw. That's how that works. Oh, no!
It's stuck.
It's not letting me use this, though, on... There we go, that's it. I was clicking in the wrong area. So we have a code. We have a code, that's brilliant. I have no idea what the 3-digit code is. We just unlocked the puzzle, that's all I could find. I don't think I saw the bottom of these bookshelves, did I? Shoemaking? Yeah, nope, must have seen... I've seen these... Saw that book before anyway. Hey buddy, can we talk?
Nothing to talk about, sir. Okay, just leave you alone. Just leave you alone.
So the puzzle we saw was in the coat pocket. So this is how I knew what it was. But then we've got this, which is Iguiza Pada's death. And I just don't know what that is. It's just, don't forget. Like, death, if it's saying death is right there to the left of that shelf, but that's where this guy is sitting. And I don't think that guy is death. Right? Because I think if that's the diagram, we've got that. Oh, there's the death. It's probably the skull. It probably refers to the skull. And look, we've got this. This looks like some sort of cryptic code where, like, W equals K, X equals L, Y equals M, N equals Z. I could probably use that to decode that secret message to the whatever it was. But that would require, here we go. So it's E-G-Z-I-U-Z. I would have to do this on like a separate piece of paper, to be honest, because I can't see half these letters. But it's clearly like T-U-V-W-X-Y-Z-A. And this is I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. So this is called a Caesar cipher. And this would be like 13. If A equals O, then it's like a 13 Caesar cipher. So, somebody find the website that does this for me. I'd have to do that on my own time. I think it would take too long for me to work that out right now. This looks locked. Darn. Oh, wow, look at those houses. So the hour's 10 to 6, and it's like 1:30. They should be open, right? It's a terrible art gallery. Doesn't look like there's anything I can find here. I just see that it's an art gallery. It could be one of those things where it's like, this is closed because it's, because it's the demo, and it's open in the actual game. So let's see what is on my to-do list, which is notes. So novel books looks like something.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
Alright, got that done.
That's not done yet.
I did kind of visit the art gallery, though. Explore the rest of the building. I guess I'll try to find out what's left in the building for me to explore. Like, it could be, hey, I didn't zoom in on that. Be a weird thing for it to say that's important to zoom in on, but yeah. Maybe I should put the key back. Oh, nope, that key is mine forever and ever now. Alright. And that is just me opening up that folder over and over and over again. Alright. So what about the right-hand side? Doesn't look like I can explore the right-hand side of the desk or the left-hand side. Trash can, that's gotta be it.
Something about this shopping list is unusual. I'd better hold on to it.
Definitely mysterious. Yeah, what was that? It's pears and it's clearly assigning numbers to something. Okay, so let's see if that counts as having explored everywhere.
That's not done yet.
Nope. Okay, maybe we have to talk to our unfriendly neighbor.
It would be rude to knock now.
What is she doing in there? Alright. Not sure where to go or what to do next now. I guess that cipher decoder. I'll guess I'll look it up now. So the secret message. Trying to find it. Give me a second here. So if it was EGZIUZPDMUZ. And then, how many letters? So I need to shift it to, let's go back to the store so I can find it. But like I said, there's, just checking a basic website on the internet which has this stuff, because I'm sure there's like 100 of them. So A equals O. I want A to equal O. So if A equals O, that spells sun, wind, rain. That's it. Sun, wind, rain. So A to O is 14. That's a 14-letter cipher. Okay, I guess I was correct. What? How did that happen? But yeah, so this is the message. Sun, wind, rain. But we ciphered it with this skull thing. The skull thing that says you're gonna cipher it. Gonna move it all over 14 letters. So every letter's moved 14 letters. So like A equals O, B equals P, C equals Q. That, if you do that, it spells out sun, wind, rain. So that's gotta be the code for this. Sun, wind, rain. Got it. Cash register key. Woo! Mystery puzzle, how's that? Take that for mystery puzzle solving. I don't know why I found that way easier than that silly opening up a toolbox, but I did. So key's gonna go here. There's the money. I don't know why I was looking for something, I was expecting something else, but I did it. I opened the cash register. Nobody stole the money. Nobody stole the money. Money is still perfectly in place. Nice. Yes. Okay, so where's my task list? Okay. Finished with the cash register. Nice. All right, let's see if we can talk to the guy here about that. Maybe.
Everything okay? You look a little grim.
Did you see the coat is still here?
Did you notice that Gerald's coat is still here?
Sure, but it's been unseasonably warm. Not really coat weather.
Well, it's not the coat I'm worried about. It's that his wallet is still in the pocket, with money and his driver's license.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's all he has to say. I mean, it seems like it's probably cold, right? You're wearing flannel.
I took a look inside the cash register. Whatever happened to Gerald didn't involve a robbery.
Are you saying that someone out there targeted Gerald because of some personal vendetta? That's insane. That'd be like going after Santa Claus.
We don't know that at all. We've only just ruled out one possibility.
Well, this isn't great news.
I'm sorry. Try and stay positive, okay? There's still so much we don't know. There could still be a perfectly innocent explanation to all this.
Alright, so... now what do we do? Solve the one puzzle. Well, did one of the books have something about the grocery list? I'm not entirely sure, I don't think so. Maybe we'll check the art gallery again. Art gallery's always closed. Let's go back and call the police, I assume. Gotta let them know, gotta keep them updated. What is that my alarm clock that I can use to change the time? Okay. Let's call the police anyway.
The novel book's cash register. It was still full. And to top it off, Gerald's coat and wallet are still in the store.
What? Oh, Vasquez! You need your eyes checked. Remind me to assign you to interviews next time. Good work. Whatever happened to Gerald was not premeditated on his end. It's a start.
Thanks for talking.
Keep us updated.
All right, that's all we can talk about. Okay. Now it's 2 o'clock? I assume it's not 2 in the morning.
You've reached the phone of John Branham. I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Sounds good.
If I want to set the alarm, I need to press the alarm button.
Okay. So let's...
That's almost bedtime.
set the alarm for 10:30. That way we can actually be at the art gallery at the right time. I think. It's just my guess. There we go. Okay, I'm awake, I'm awake. Turn off. Urgh. Nothing in these drawers except Pablo pizza. Alright. Is definitely are, I don't know what this is. These are the notes. Yeah, that's the notes. This is definitely where I could play around with my faucet and get like rust remover stuff, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. Maybe our mean neighbor will talk to us. Nope. So art gallery time. I still haven't gotten those, police reports.
That's not done yet.
Seriously, please, show up.
That's not done yet.
So it's the art gallery. Fingers crossed they're open. Yes, now they're open. Okay, so I was just there at the really wrong time of day.
Welcome to Bold Depictions, miss. Can I offer information on a particular piece, or provide a guided walkthrough?
Thank you. Maybe some other time. I am actually here on behalf of the Carlisle Police. Would I be able to speak to the owner of this gallery?
Oh, yes. You're looking at him. Colin Ellison. Pleasure to meet you. How can I help?
I'm Penelope Pendrick. I'm sure you've heard of the investigation of the recent disappearances here in Carlisle. I have reason to believe that one of the 3 missing people was here the same day he disappeared.
Yeah. And?
Oh, okay, Mr. Sarcasm here. What?
I'm sorry, what? So you remember meeting 15-year-old Terrence Davies last week?
Oh, too well. Afterward, I Googled how to repress a memory.
Can you describe in detail your account of the field trip from start to finish?
Right. Yeah, so the kids and their art teacher were bussed in at 1. There were about 10 of them total. 9th grade, I think. I started by introducing myself and giving some background on my credentials. Everything was going dandy. They were mostly all paying attention. I led them to the painting closest to the front door, and then went around the room from there, explaining my process, the decisions behind the composition, the deeper meaning, the medium used, and so on, for every piece. After we were going for 15, 20 minutes, a few kids in the back started snickering and whispering to each other. Super irritating. Then, one of those kids raised his hand, so I made the mistake of thinking he had a legitimate question. I called on him, and he was like, "Sir, I was wondering, why do all your paintings suck?" All his brain-dead friends laughed, and the teacher yelled at him, which shut him up, but not long enough. I tried to be professional, but a little while later he was drawing something on an index card. He started throwing little pieces of paper with tomato drawings at me. And his spineless excuse of a teacher didn't even do anything about it. Finally, after his friends started doing it too, the teacher decided to just end the whole trip and take them back to the school.
Okay, so, wow, that was really, really, really tough on you, I can see.
Wow. I knew Terrence was supposedly a troublemaker, but that's downright rude. I wonder if his mom ever sees this side of his behavior.
No punishment is severe enough to beat the evil out of that brat. I never would have gotten away with acting like that as a kid. I would have been strung up by my thumbs.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. It's not like he burned the building down or something.
When I saw his snotty face on the news later that day, not gonna lie, felt kinda cathartic.
So, the official statement for the police is that you had a bad encounter with Terrence. Later that day, he goes missing. And then when the news comes on that evening, you, grab a bag of popcorn and smile? Do I have that right?
Oh, lighten up. I meant metaphorically. I'm sure he's fine. Probably just causing chaos somewhere else for now.
I should go.
Aw, what? Forgot your handcuffs?
Jeez, man, this guy's mean. Like, no wonder everybody dislikes your terrible paintings.
I don't want to go back in there right now.
I want to deal with that guy again. He's such a jerk. Okay, so clearly I should start throwing tomatoes at the side of his building. That'll teach him a lesson. That would be mean. That would be mean. So I can mark that off of my task list.
That's not done yet.
I need to check in with Mitchell.
That's not done
I have
yet.
not finished exploring the building,
That's
and I
not
haven't
done
found
yet.
the police reports. So it does kind of feel like maybe the police reports. Oh, I could check this on the ceiling. I did not notice that. Oh. It does feel like maybe the police reports are like something that's going to show up at the very end of the demo. Like, I don't know why the police have been so slow to send me that report. It's okay, we talked to the police on the phone quite a bit. But, like, where would the reports show up is my question. Like, they're not showing up in my room. So who is Mitchell? I'll try this John Bram again. Is he ever going to be there?
You've reached the phone of
Oh,
John
come
Bram.
on.
I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Let's call Sergeant Russell, I suppose. Like, I really don't want to call Eileen again because she was so upset.
I got to chat with Eileen Davies. She was only willing to talk for so long, but I did learn that Terrence attended a field trip to an art gallery the day he went missing. She gave me the address, so I went to check it out, and oh boy.
Did something happen?
I met the owner, Colin Ellison, and asked him about the field trip. According to him, Terrence was kind of a terror during the tour. Colin was generally spitting venom while he recounted what happened. And to put the cherry on top, he described seeing Terrence on the news later that day as cathartic.
That's concerning. Did you get the impression that Colin could be physically violent when angry? Or is he more bark and no bite?
He seems like he would go down in a fight really easily. Like, if he picked a fight with a 15-year-old boy, I could easily picture the 15-year-old kicking his butt.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would physically hurt someone who he thinks wronged him. He seems to hold a lot of hate over little things.
Either way, keep an eye on him and see if you can find out more.
Thanks for talking.
Keep us updated.
Sure did keep you updated. All right. Okay, so let's see.
That's not done yet.
Still need to figure out who Mitchell is. I bet it's somewhere in my notes or somebody I should remember, but I just don't. Questions, notes. Okay, so this notes is just the one page of notes. Okay, so let's see. The room I'm camped out is not something out of the Waldorf Astoria. Nice to know I have 100 eyes watching me every single night. I needed to use the phone. 3 people went missing. We really haven't been examining the Jane Doe who disappeared, right? We're not doing anything with that. Gerald Cooke went missing. Sergeant Russell wants me to get inside the cash register. I did. High schooler Terrence is the one who went missing. Mystery woman Jane went missing. Mitchell Hart, who spends a lot of time at Novel Books, said he was completely normal and he has a prosthetic arm. But I can't really casually ask somebody I just met about their prosthetic arm. Yeah. So Mitchell is that guy we've been talking to.
That's not done yet.
I guess we have a conversation with him that I missed. Mitchell being the guy at the bookstore. Okay. Oh, here we go. This could be it. Is that the police report or is it a threat? Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's the missing persons report. Okay, so those are not actual photos. Those are just drawings. Okay. Call came from Alan Rickies. Oh, good zoom in then. Good zoom in. Ran away, probably camping. And And Jane Doe, don't know her. Alright. So this is useful. How do I back away from the missing... Oh, I click on the close button. Duh. See if my neighbor's here. Nope. Neighbor's not here. Let's check in with Mitchell.
Any news?
Nothing yet.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to talk to him about. Okay, probably should have done this like 30 minutes ago.
How was Gerald's health? Physical and mental.
I don't know what drug he's on, but that man has energy. I'm jealous, and I'm 25 years younger than him. I do see him eat kale chips with his lunch, though, so maybe not that jealous.
What about his mental health?
Nothing has ever raised any red flags. Although his generation isn't much for talking about those kinds of things. You know, feelings.
Wait. His generation has feelings?
Does Gerald have any family? There was a picture of his granddaughters in his wallet.
Really? I always wondered if he had kids out there somewhere.
He never mentioned his family to you? That seems odd.
Maybe to us, but Gerald's naturally a very private person. Not in an intentional hiding information kind of way. He just steers away from topics like that. Why? I don't know, but I respect his privacy.
I wish there was a way we could let his family know what's going on.
The number of cooks in the United States is probably enough to fill 3 phone books alone. Not to mention married names.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know. Check his online profile. Does he have online friends? Home address. Maybe that might help.
Did the police check Gerald's home address?
He lives directly upstairs. I took them to the door, but that was the best I could do. They knocked a few times, got ladders, and looked through the windows from the outside. They had a pretty good view of the main apartment and the bathroom. From what they could see, there was no sign of him.
Can they get a warrant if they think there's a chance a person inside might need help?
No idea. But a busted door without appropriate justification sounds like a nasty lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh, but, okay, maybe he's got a hidden key. But we found his hidden area, and there was no key. I mean, there was the key to the cash register, but not a key to upstairs.
What exactly is your relationship to Gerald? Are you close personally, or more like business partners?
As close as 2 heterosexual men can get. During slow hours, we chat about books, current events, politics, conspiracy theories, sports, movies. The list goes on. Oh, and gossip about old man drama. Carl always cheats at chess and thinks no one is onto him. Everyone is onto him.
Do you ever talk about your personal lives?
Not really. So like I said, as close as 2 heterosexual men can get. I don't have a personal life to share anyway. But Gerald, he has an entire lifetime behind him. I'll admit I've always been curious about his past.
Thanks for talking.
Never a problem.
I mean, yeah, he's got his, he's got kids somewhere if he's got grandchildren, right? So that's definitely something we can look into, maybe. Okay, so I think let's check in with Mitchell. Let's keep an eye out for the police reports. Getting close to the end of this little demo, right? It's gotta be.
I know it's early, but I could really go for some sleep. I'll get back to work tomorrow.
See, this sounds like end of the demo, right? We're gonna go to sleep. That'll be the end of it. Give us a pretty good sense of what this game is like. Yeah, this has been a pretty healthy demo. How long have I been playing? About an hour and a half. Yeah, got several puzzles and stuff like that. I'll have to play this game when it comes out. But definitely it feels like I should probably play the game by myself first, and then do videos showing how to beat the puzzles and you know, beat the game. Because I've definitely had problems with some of those puzzles, man. Whew. What's this? What happens in the middle of the night? Wow, that is a terrible place. Whoa, jeez. Oh, I get killed in the middle of the night. So, try again. Okay, this is just a video game. It's not real life, so we get do-overs. Oh man, they moved me all the way back here? That's a long way to go for a do-over.
That's pretty much right now.
So I'll set the alarm for 8:30 then. And then this time I'll dodge when that thing tries to hit me. I assume that's what the arrow was. That arrow button. And maybe, yeah, maybe we'll have to explore the room that's directly above me. Was that a coincidence, or was somebody purposely trying to hurt me? I don't know. I'm not sure I would feel safe getting back into bed after that. Okay, and that is the end of the demo. To keep up with Penelope Pendrick and the Art of Deceit, you can explore the links. I've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then other... Is that TikTok, maybe? Yeah, I don't know what these other ones are. I'm sorry. I don't really do social media all that much. You can like and follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I just post the exact same thing on every single social media channel, and I don't really check all that often. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing me play Penelope Pendrick in the Art of Deceit. I think you'll agree with me, like, this was a fun demo. I'll definitely check out the game when it comes out, the full game, when it comes out later this year. Bye!